today is all about entranceways and hallways. Now, the thing is, first impressions, they kind of count. So it's a good idea to make a good first impression. Now, the thing about hallways and entranceways are they tend to be, well, very busy. They really are very, very busy, because you'll find more people come through your hall than any other room in your house, including your kitchen, obviously. So it is a room, and it needs to be decorated like a room, not an afterthought or just think about it as a corridor. It is a room, and it's the first room people see. So it really is a good idea to start at the front and talk about halls. Okay, let's go. Okay, number one, let's start at the hall door. What you need to do is make sure that the front of the house is maintained properly, at least very, very clean. There's nothing worse than arriving at a house where it's all grubby and a bit dirty outside. So, front of the house, front door really needs to be kept clean. And if you have green fingers, it would be nice to put some plants and stuff outside your front door. Okay? Number two, your flooring in your hall. Because it's going to get so much traffic, and it will get lots of traffic, you need to be careful. You don't put cheap flooring on your hall floorway, okay? It needs to be something that is hard wearing, obviously. Wood or tile. Now, lots of people have carpet. The thing about carpet is it does get very grubby with a lot of traffic. So personally, I would prefer wood or tiling. Now the thing about wood is wonderful. And if you have wood throughout your house, you just match the wood to the wood in your hall. Everything should run smoothly. There shouldn't be any gaps or jarring of colours and stuff like that. So if you've got wood in your hall and wood in your living rooms, kitchens, dining rooms, just run all the same colour, okay? That's all you need to do. Now, the thing is, if you have carpet in your dining rooms or living rooms, or any room off of your hall, I suggest you get flooring that is a very similar colour to the wood on the floor in your dining rooms or your living rooms or wherever you go. Okay, if you want to use tile on your floor, I suggest you use a larger tile. Here we go again with the large tiles. You use a larger tile and a reflective tile. It will reflect the light, and as most halls are rather small, it's a good idea to use a large tile and a reflective tile, and again, light coloured wood if it matches the wood in your living rooms and dining rooms. Okay. Number three. Okay, thing about it is we're going to talk about colour. As you can see, the colour of my hall is very neutral. I'm lucky enough to have a dado rail. Now, if you have a smaller hall and you have a dado rail, we've got a picture rail and a dado rail, as you can see. If you have a dado rail and a smaller hall, paint underneath the dado rail a darker colour. It will just give some interest to the hall without making it look confined. Okay? Now, if your hall is very long, it's a good idea to paint. What you can do is paint the wall at the far end of the hall and the wall near your door a couple of shades darker, so the hall just looks like it's coming in a bit. I don't mean painted a totally different colour, just a couple of shades darker than the main colour on your wall, and it will just bring the hall, make it look a little more square, if you know what I mean. The other thing is, if you've got sort of a square hall, you can also, to add colour to the neutral colours, you can run a runner. I had to explain a runner recently to a client who thought I was talking about a person running, when in fact it was just a long piece of carpet down the centre of your hall, which will also add colour and texture, particularly if everything is neutral. In your hall. I use lamps in my hall. I have two tall, thin lamps that I sit on a radiator cover, and I use them a lot. I've also got overhead lighting as well, which I use occasionally, but generally to create a nice atmosphere and nice lighting, I use the 2 lamps either end of my radiator cover. Now, number 5 is furniture. You can actually add furniture to a hall. I know people seem to think it's just a corridor that you're passing through, but again, it's a room. Now, to add furniture to your hall, I normally put tables in halls because you need somewhere when you come in through the door to put your keys. So generally we have a small bowl that we throw our keys in as we come in through the door, otherwise nothing would be found in this house, I have to tell you. So if you use a console table is just a long narrow table. You can also put some lamps and, you know, some decorative features on your console table if that's what you want to do. Or you can use a chair. The problem with using a chair is I have found that football gear and rugby gear regularly arrives on the chair. So I took the chair away. I just used the console table, a couple of lights, a bowl and some decorative features. Okay, and that's it for this week with entranceways and hallways. Please do subscribe if you've enjoyed my whittering. If not, I'll see you next time anyway. Take care. Thanks. Bye.